It's a nice rainy day outside, but I just got a package at the door. I have to move you over here. Alright, so obviously the guitar came in. I'm going to get this camera set up and do a quick little unboxing. As you know, it is the HILS NEXT HN3 headless guitar. So my first headless guitar, super affordable, wanted to give it a shot. So let's see what it looks like. Right off the bat, I can tell just from the weight of the box that it's super light, and that was definitely a big plus for me because I want this guitar to be a good studio guitar, a good guitar for practicing, for holding for long periods of time. And I'll go into a little bit more depth about it, but I think this guitar weighs about 4.45 pounds or something. You can see that it is packaged inside of the gig bag that comes with it. So total price plus tax is like around $540. So to get a gig bag like this is pretty awesome. And it looks like came with a strap too. I did not know that this guitar was going to come with a strap, so that is a huge plus. It looks nice too, like nice and padded. Yeah, that's great. Got the HILS logo on there. And a nice little embroidered HILS logo on the bag. This is exciting. This is my third guitar. One of them was a Christmas present, so it's the second guitar I bought. The first one I bought used, so this is my first brand new guitar. So it looks like we have a little note. It says, "Please accept this free strap as a token of our appreciation. If you like the guitar, please take a moment to post a 5-star review. If there are any issues, please contact me directly. All the best." We got the HILS America inspection checklist, so basically a checklist of all the requirements that they look for in order to send it out. Seal of approval and everything. So here are my tools, because like I said, this is a headless guitar, so I'm gonna need these to tighten down the string holders and adjust the bridge and things like that. Whoa. Oh man. Look at that. Oh man, this is pretty. Very small. I expected this, but yeah, this thing is super light, as you can see. Let's see how in tune it is, just for fun. The neck seems pretty thin. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and mess around with this thing, and then I'm gonna do a deeper dive overview of it. All right, hey, hello, welcome back. No significant amount of time has passed between me opening this guitar and me doing this little overview. Definitely hasn't been like 5 months or anything, but let's go ahead and get into it. So, HILS HN3, here's the guitar. We have a mahogany body, a roasted maple neck, which is a very beautiful neck. I think it's like a C profile, so it's got a bit of a curve, gets a bit thinner up here, and then it thickens out up at the top. We have an Indian rosewood fingerboard, which I think looks pretty good. 24 medium jumbo stainless steel frets, which is again, for a guitar in this price range, it's pretty great to be getting stainless steel frets. They're nice and rounded off on the ends. I think from the guitars that I've dealt with, they're rounded off better than most. This particular model is a 25.5-inch scale length. I'm not sure how the other ones differ, but the HN3 is 25.5. We have a bone nut up here at the top. Coming down to this section, we have 2 humbuckers. They are not active, and they are ceramic magnet pickups. We have volume, tone volume knob. One thing is, since this is such a small body on this guitar, the volume knob can kind of be in an awkward place. Sometimes it just depends on how you hold your hand when you pick. It's not a deal breaker for me, but some people that are sensitive to that might want to keep that in mind. We have a push-pull coil split 3-way switch. So bridge, middle, neck. There is a spoke wheel style truss rod. It's like a little disc with holes in it that you can stick your tool in and loosen or tighten it. These guitars are manufactured in Indonesia, I believe, and then they're inspected in the US if you get the HILS US model. Another thing that's pretty cool, up here at the headstock we have kind of something that not every headless guitar has. It's got a little bit of a headstock curving out so that you can, I don't have a guitar hanger, but you could put it on one if you wanted to. And then it's also got this little notch here where you can easily put a tuner like that, so it clips on pretty well. And then it's got some rubber feet on the bottom here so that you can lean this guitar up against something. If you wanted to set it down, you could set it on the rubber feet and then just lean it up against the wall. So yeah, pretty sleek, like extremely lightweight. I usually play it like this, where the guitar is kind of suspended. It's just hanging from me because it's so light it doesn't matter. But you know, if you wanted to play in the classical position, you could have your stool. It sits pretty nicely in this position as well. One thing that I was wondering about when I bought this guitar was, how does this cutout sit on the leg? For me personally, I don't know if it's like the way that I prefer to have the guitar angled, but I find that when I have it sitting like this, the weight really just kind of like falls. So to play it like that with this platform sitting on your leg, you would need to have the strap tightened. For me, I don't really find that this cutout is a useful way to play. So I usually just prefer to play with the strap tightened enough to where I can sit here and play it like this. Let's go ahead and play some clean tones on here. Bridge pickup. that's what this thing sounds like. The pickups do seem to be on the weaker side from my other guitars, but you could easily replace these with different humbuckers if you wanted to, and that would be a great way to bring up the volume, the clarity, whatever you want to do. To summarize my honest thoughts about this guitar, I think that in the price range of $500 to get one, a headless guitar, a guitar that comes with a fitted gig bag for $500. I think this is a great guitar to get for the studio, a guitar that you want to sit and play on the couch, a guitar that you might want to stand up and play for really long periods of time, because again, I think the best thing about this thing is how comfortable it is, how light it is. Now, that being said, I think something that I wasn't aware of going into this was how different this is going to feel to a full-size guitar. So one thing to be aware of is your picking arm. This part of the body is not quite as big or rounded out as a lot of modern day electric guitars. So with your arm sitting on this part of the guitar, it is a little bit of a different distance to the strings. So that's something to be aware of. I don't think it's something that you can't adjust to. Every guitar plays a little bit different, so that's just something to keep in mind. And then just the feel of it, the stability, I do notice when I play this guitar with a strap, sometimes certain movements, like picking movements that I would use on a full weighted solid body guitar, it might not move the neck around, but with this guitar it kind of does move the neck around a little bit. So that's just another thing to be aware of. I think it plays great, like overall, as far as just how this fretboard feels and how these frets feel. They feel amazing. It comes after the US inspection, it comes with a pretty good setup, pretty good action, but obviously you might want to go get that done professionally, get it tuned into where you want it. It was pretty well intonated. I don't think it's perfect, but I have yet to go get a professional setup, so that's something I do want to do with this guitar. But yeah, I would say if you want to get a guitar that feels good to play for $500, you should get this one, but I would keep in mind how it feels different from a full-size guitar or a guitar that weighs more. It definitely plays different and feels different. So I don't know if any stores carry these, but if you could go try one beforehand, that would be ideal. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I enjoy having one. I'm glad I got it, and I just want to say thank you to HILS America for having such good shipping and customer service and all of that. So yeah, those are my thoughts.